Drink your milk, kids.
I don't want milk. Milk's for babies.
Yeah, babies.
Oh yeah? Well, I happen to know that milk helps build strong bones. So drink up.
Well, Mr. Miller told me he never drinks milk. Look at him.
Yeah.
Hi, kids.
Oh, that's not good.
Milk.
Growing up as a kid, I've always heard the same thing. Drink your milk and you'll grow up to be big and strong. As it turns out, this isn't entirely true. The United States milk industry used to be run by family farms and simple cow-loving Americans. Large grain pastures and clean milking stalls used to be the standard of every farm. Due to their tremendous care, the milk resulted in being nutrient-rich, clean, and the cows lived happy, healthy lives. This changed when the milk industry became industrialized. Local farms are now being taken over by big money dairy corporations due to their low prices and high competition. We interviewed a local dairy farmer, Jim Hewells. Jim's family owned a dairy farm for generations, but due to the competition, Jim was forced to sell the farm after his ownership for over 45 years. So, about how many cows did you own at a single time?
Oh, about 150.
Describe your daily routine of dairy farming.
Up at 5 in the morning. Milk cows. Take care of cows. Take care of young cows. Feed. Haul manure. Make hay. Sometimes up till 9, 10 o'clock at night every day.
Wow.
Next day's the same thing.
Alright, cool. How would you describe the living conditions of the cows?
So there's 60 pounds. Some of them it was dependent on the farm. Some of them were confined and some of them had a pasture. Just depending on the farm. Every farm was different.
Alright. How are yours specifically, though?
Pardon me?
How are
How
your...
was mine?
Yeah.
They were allowed out to exercise and stuff on dirt. They didn't stay confined.
Alright, perfect. What are your thoughts on major corporations and industrialized dairy farming?
Well, my thoughts on it is it's kind of sad because it's taken away the American family farm. But America grew up on. That's what made America that's my thoughts on the family farming. It's getting to where it's not family farming anymore. It's corporation farming.
Yeah. Did a major corporation or industrialized dairy farm have an impact on your farm? And if so, how?
Yes, it did. Well, we were just a small and the big farms just swallowed them up. We were a small operator and the big farms we were unable to compete with them.
Man.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah. And last question, would you say your cows were happy cows?
Yeah, I think our cows were happy cows.
All right.
Yeah, we tried to make them happy.
Perfect. All right, thank you so much. That's it.
You're welcome. If I can help you.
Major corporations have a complete disregard for the happiness of thousands of cows. These herds are raised in complete isolation, usually on concrete and dirt covered in their own filth. Many farmers and consumers may think, so what? These are just cows. These cows become sick and depressed and contaminate the milk produced. Highly pasteurized milk, which most consumers buy at the grocery store, is a result of this diseased product. The process of pasteurization kills off all the bacteria, good and bad, as well as most of the nutrients from fresh, organic milk. In order to replace these nutrients, factories add unnatural nutrients through the process of enrichment, which the body doesn't even know how to digest, resulting in essentially nutrientless milk. American consumers don't even know the difference.
2 glasses, 2 8-ounce glasses?
In a week, probably average about 5 glasses of milk.
Let's say probably not even a cup, about half a cup.
Like 2 times a week.
Like 2 cups.
Well, I don't drink any regular milk. I drink lactate, and I probably drink maybe about a cup a day.
The grocery store, wherever I am, that has the milk that I want to buy.
I buy my milk at Tom Thumb. I buy it in the dairy aisle. Third shelf, I get 2% milk, usually a full gallon.
I usually get it from Walmart.
Walmart. Walmart.
I'm pretty sure my mom buys it from Walmart.
It helps strengthen your bones. I guess it helps build muscle.
Calcium, protein, and the fats that you need.
I've always been told it helps my bones grow strong. And earlier this year, there was a couple months where I didn't drink milk and I broke my toe, so I figured it helps.
Oh yeah, I think it is because I hear that it has a lot of calcium or something. It's something, same thing in your bones. Makes you stand up straight.
Yes, because I use it in cereal.
Not regular milk, I don't think so, because it's bad for you.
Cornell University estimates only about 1.6% of fresh produce sales are through direct sales. There are only 8,144 farmers markets spread throughout the U.S. Compare that to 38,441 grocery stores. More than 85% of vendors travel fewer than 50 miles to sell at farmers markets, ensuring the freshest produce available. In most supermarkets, 7 to 14 days can go by between when the produce is harvested and when it is available for consumers. All farmers market dairy products are either animal welfare approved or certified organic. AWA and organic milk ensures that not only do the cows have to be fed with natural grains, they also can't be injected with any hormones or antibiotics. The animals have to be grazed and grass-fed. Organic milk is low pasteurized, meaning the milk is heated at a temperature of no more than 150 degrees for a longer period of time, allowing the key nutrients and enzymes to remain while killing all the harmful bacteria. The milk sold at grocery stores don't have the same rules and regulations. These cows are allowed to be injected with hormones and antibiotics, and don't have to ever see the light of day. This is what happens when we showed viewers the horrific truths about the industrialized dairy industry.
wait. I'm about to watch the rest of this. That is so.
Oh yeah, they've really ruining those cows' lives, man. You know, it's still good.
I guess it changed it a little bit. I mean, it's gonna make me look at my milk kind of different.
Absolutely. I just can't believe they would do this to these animals. That's terrible. I'm not buying milk from these places ever again.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
disgusting. No, but the dairy industry, because I worked in a dairy that was not like that, where the cows did raise their young. So that's like mass production, not the small farm dairies that I'm familiar with. So it doesn't change my opinion on milk because I like it, but it does make me mad at the mass-produced dairies.
Perfect.
This is what a dairy farm really looks like.
It's time to expose the dairy industry's lies from the air.
The dairy industry would like you to think cows live like this. Don't be fooled. They live like this. Most dairy cows spend their lives in barren pens, standing in dirt, mud, and their own waste. These animals will never graze on fields or even sit in the shade of a tree for their entire lives. The physical stress of these conditions contributes to many cows developing injuries and finding it difficult even to walk. The dairy industry also wants you to believe mother cows raise their babies. Nothing could be further from the truth. Babies are taken away from their mothers soon after birth so that humans can take the milk that those babies would otherwise drink. When their babies are taken away, the cows often search for them and call out to them for hours or even days. They want you to think milk is clean and pure. These cows are being crowned together at the entrance to the milking parlor. Inside, they will be attached to automated milking machines. Cows commonly suffer from a painful infection called mastitis, which can lead to pus and blood in their milk. Dairy facilities also produce so much feces and urine that it's flushed into giant open pits, which commonly end up holding millions of gallons of waste. The stench from this waste can permeate the homes of neighbors in every direction, sometimes becoming so strong that people find it difficult to breathe. It's time to stand up against the dairy industry.
Very few local farms still exist today. Farmers markets supply them with their means to live and continue the proud American tradition of dairy farming. The American people now have a choice: continue fueling the industrial dairy machine or support the strong-willed American family farms. Will you make the switch?
It's a cruel, cruel world.